Hello and welcome to this tutorial. This is Wetham here. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a spaceman astronaut kind of skin for your Minecraft character, so that should be fun. I'm using Photoshop CS3. It's by no means the most recent Photoshop, but it's the one I've got, so I'm going to use it. I wouldn't recommend using MS Paint. I wouldn't recommend using MS Paint for anything. So, without further ado, what I have done already, I've opened up the Steve skin, as you can see here, with his lovely little pixelated face, and strange nose-mouth combo. I really don't know what's going on there, but anyway, what I have done at this stage, I've opened up the PNG file, and I have converted it from an indexed color format. Where's that? If you go to image mode, it starts off as an indexed color image because it's a PNG, GIFs are the same, and all I've done is I've converted it to RGB color. That means that I can start adding different colors, adding layers, and editing it freely. So I've converted it to RGB color, and this is the stage I'm at. So first of all, this is Steve unraveled, and what I'm going to do to start with, I'm actually going to make a layer. I'm going to make a new layer. And as you can see, you have the legs here, and we have our torso. What I'm going to do, you can see the shaded areas. I'm actually going to, and I apologize, I haven't got a script for this, and I've not actually made this space man kind of character. I'm just going to do it and wing it, like all the pros. So what I've done is I've selected all the parts of Steve's skin that are in the shade, and on a new layer I'm going to fill them with black. What this is going to mean is that I can make my spacesuit skin and then add this black layer over the top, reduce the opacity, and that should generate the shaded areas for me. So I don't have to worry about having his inside leg, for example, a darker blue than the blue on the side that is facing you. You know, it'll all come into play later on, so you would see what I'm doing there. But that's what I've done. I've just made this black layer. I think I'm just going to call it shadow. Oh, that's good. And I'll hide it because I don't need it for a minute. Okay, now I've never done a video like this, so I apologise if my mouse doesn't come out too well or the quality. This could be an absolute disaster. This could be like a 4 gig video that's going to end up in my recycling bin, but there you go. If you don't try, you never. There's some kind of phrase I'm sure that I could use there, but it seems to have escaped me. Okay, so let's steer this train wreck into some kind of productive video. So let's start with the legs. No, you know what? I'm going to start with the torso. Now, I'm actually going to start with a pretty much boring grayscale kind of palette, I think. And then I can worry about colours later. So on a new layer, and I'm going to start with a bit of a grey, because if I start with a bit of a grey, I can add shadows and highlights later. It's going to be a predominantly white kind of typical spacesuit. So let's start with the front, shall we, and think about what details I could add. Actually, I'm going to fill in the whole of the torso, actually, and I'm using the pencil tool because that enables me to quite clearly and accurately see what pixels I'm drawing in, because the old skins are very kind of small. I'll just tidy up that little bit there. Eraser, pencil mode. I can't remember what my is it the right? Okay, it's the angle brackets. That's the shortcut for increasing and reducing the brush size. I think I've been using a Mac too long. Okie doke. So what I've done is I've covered the torso in this kind of white, and if I show my shadow layer and just reduce that, you can now see. I can now clearly see where his sides are. They're here and here. Okay, I've just drawn on it. That was a bit dumb. I'm going to lock that layer actually. Okie doke. So the front of the spacesuit. Let's see. I think his waist. I think his his waist should be a kind of ribbed texture, so you know, it's a bit flexible in this suit. So let's get a darker shade, and let's. I'm using my eraser. You wouldn't guess I use Photoshop every day, would you? Okie doke. That's nice. Okay. This potentially could be the most boring video you're ever going to see. You know what, I'm actually going to remember some shortcuts here. Right, B for pencil. Oh, naturally, of course. B for pencil. Oh, E for eraser. That's an easy one. Okay. Right, so that's his waist. That's his belt line there. So details for the front. I think let's give it a bit of a futurist. Or not so futurist. Let's give it a bit of. I don't know, we'll give it a bit of a neck piece there. And I'm thinking something that looks a bit almost like armour, perhaps? I'm thinking something like Half-Life 2, the orange kind of power suit that, what's his name? Dave? No, Gordon Freeman. Dave. That would be a better name. That's a hero's name, isn't it? Okay. So I'm thinking some kind of nice fascia there that we could have that goes around. So we've got little shoulder pads here, and the back. See, the back is probably going to be some kind of backpack or booster or something where the oxygen tank's going to be, perhaps. So let's do a little square here, and okay, that's not so bad. Nope, what have I done? Eraser. There you go. Nope. Terrible. What's my eyedropper? Oh, it's an eye. That's a shortcut that makes sense. Okie doke. So I've outlined a bit of detail there. Okay. You see, maybe I should have done this beforehand, and then I wouldn't be so what to do next. But okay, no, it's no worries. It's looking all right. Right. Okay. So let's see if I can add some. What about adding some highlights up there? Okay. I think that works. So what I'm going to say with this model is that the light source, and it's always good to have a bit of imaginary light source when you're doing something like this, so that when you do lights and shadows, they can all be of the same direction. And I'm going to say the light's coming straight down, so we'll have all the lighter bits above. There we go. There we go. Now let's do some shaded bits. It's too dark. Too light. Oh, there you go. That'll do me. Okie doke. That's a bit too much there. The old shoulder pads, we'll do some shade on those. Not that you're going to see them, because the old Minecraft default pose would tend to cover these side of the torsos. So you'll only kind of see them when your character's running. But never mind. Okay, we'll add a couple of blits of. There's only so much detail you can add in a Minecraft skin, but you zoom out a bit and you get a better idea. Okay, now that's nice. That's looking all right. Okie doke.